Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am an alcoholic, and today I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I could not be any more grateful. We have our Crosstalk Friday meeting tonight at 7 o'clock, 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington, West Virginia. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, come on down and hang out with us for the quickest hour in recovery tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll see you there. I want to talk about religion and spirituality, and before I do, I want to give the few disclaimers. First and foremost, I may say something you don't agree with. I may say everything you don't agree with. You don't have to agree with anything I say. I'm not here to convince you or persuade you. I just want to try to give you some additional insight, additional information that you might not have yet considered. I may say something that offends or upsets somebody. Again, not what I'm trying to do. If that happens, encourage you to call your sponsor. If you don't have a sponsor, encourage you to call a pastor. If you have neither one of those, then you probably got a hell of a lot more problems to worry about than what I say on these monologues. So with all that being said, I am an unashamed believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. No one will ever convince me otherwise. While I am not a practicing traditional Christian, I will never practice religion. I won't. But I will practice my faith, and I have practiced my faith. But I can see a lot of similarities, a lot of alignment between religion and recovery, absolutely, and sometimes they kind of overlap. And I've been asked a lot recently on folks who have recovered through strictly religious means, and how that their religious approach is the only approach to recovery, and that everybody should follow a religious approach rather than a specific pathway or approach. And I fundamentally reject that. While I absolutely believe, I know people who have recovered through religious approaches, I absolutely fundamentally reject that that's the only way for people to recover. By me telling you that, religion is the only way for you to recover, that's the equivalent of me saying AA is the only way to recover. I don't believe that. I believe AA is a way to recover. I believe NA is a way to recover. I believe religion is a way to recover. But at the end of the day, it's none of my fucking business. My job, my business is to help you recover, whatever way works for you. So for those folks that have recovered using religious means and a religious approach, we're happy. We're thankful to goodness, thankful to God that you're recovered. But I think you're doing a disservice and an injustice to those in recovery by telling them that they have to, that religion should be enough. After all, I had a religious background whenever I came into the rooms, but yet I still ended up in the rooms, right? Bill even writes that about on page 42. He even says, if a mere code of morals or better philosophy in life were sufficient to overcome alcoholism, many of us would have recovered long ago. See, for me, religion wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And I want to pose those folks that are in the room that have come into rooms with Christianity or with some type of organized religion behind them, you're still in the room, what happened? If religion was enough, then what happened? Does that mean that you maybe didn't practice it the right way? Because I remember I thought that too for the longest time. I came in, had that religious upbringing, and I remember thinking, maybe I just didn't practice my Christianity. Maybe I didn't practice my religion the proper way. And that's why I'm still here in the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous. And see, I learned that wasn't the case at all. I just had a misunderstanding of how my higher power works in my life. I had a huge misunderstanding. And I'll say this, and again, I'm not here to preach, but my conviction in Jesus Christ was only strengthened by my spirituality. A spirituality I found through the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous. See, before I came into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, I thought religion and spirituality were the same. And I know a lot of folks over in religious circles that they still have that confusion, but they're not. See, religion is for people who are afraid to go to hell. Spirituality is for people who've already been there and lived to tell about it. And by the grace of God, in my opinion, the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, me coming into a program, working a program, connecting with my higher power, even realizing that my higher power actually did like me sometimes, by creating that spiritual connection. Well, hell, that spirituality allowed me to reconnect with my religious upbringing and the God of my own understanding, my own higher power. If anything, that spirituality strengthened my conviction in Lord Jesus Christ. There are those people who say that Jesus should have absolutely been enough to keep me sober. And my question to all those who tell me that Jesus should be enough to keep me sober, how do we know he didn't? How do we know that he didn't keep me sober? How do we know he didn't get me sober? After all, how do we know he's not the one who sent me to the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous? With that being said, I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys, absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. If there's a topic you'd like to hear discussed, feel free to drop it into an email to me, Drew, D-R-E-W, at recoveryclassroom.org. I'll take a look at it, see what we can do. We'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.